Dance sport is just as much of a mind game as it is a body game. The number one trait that's going to get you far in dance sport is patience. Patience with your partner, patience with yourself in the learning process, patience in doing a figure literally 1,000 times to master it. It takes an immense amount of patience to achieve success. Number 2, humility. All of the top dancers in the world are the most self-critical of their dancing. If you are critical of your own dancing, odds are you're better than you think you are. Likewise, you're never going to get to the top if you think you're God's gift. First of all, because you're not. Second of all, because you're not going to be striving for more, okay? Number 3, perseverance. It takes a thick skin to be a competitor. You are throwing yourself to the wolves every time you go onto that dance sport or show floor, asking to be judged, to be criticized. So it takes a great deal of fortitude to get through that because you will fail. We all do. And there are things affecting you in competition which have nothing to do with you improving. What if you're put on the floor with kids? That freaks me out. I don't want to hit them and hurt them. I'm moving with a great deal of force and power. I'm going to dance real timid. Guess what? My results are not going to be reflective of my actual skill. What if you get music you've never heard before that's wonky, but everyone else on the floor has been practicing to that song for the last 3 years? You, my friend, are not going to dance your best, and they will. Number 4, your organizational skills. Social dancers, no biggie. You can just cater that social dance schedule to when you get a window in your schedule. Competitors do not have this luxury. We have very explicit timestamps. We need to get it done. You need to schedule your private lesson. You need to be there for that practice time. You need to book your flights 3 months in advance. I can't dictate my international cha-cha round is at 7:23 p.m. on a Thursday. Like, you got to show up and be very organized to do so. Number 5, flexibility. And I'm not talking about body flexibility. I'm talking about mental flexibility. Because when you compete, nothing's always going to go your way. How do we do this? Well, as a personality trait, if you're thinking with your prefrontal cortex, that advanced analytical thought and overcoming the emotions part of your brain, you're going to come out on top, staying calm under pressure. Because biologically, you are dominated by that amygdala, your emotions, by your brain stem, your hormones rushing. So the ability to be flexible and handle adversity, that's a gift. Finally, quick shout out to my students who performed at the Sesame Club downtown. As always, something went wrong. In this case, the music was jacked up. How did this happen? Well, one fades in, it's gradual, and you finally hear it. And you're like, well, our choreo is phrased. Do I start dancing? Do I restart? And they just started in and danced. And that's what I recommend doing in a show, because if you stop dancing and reset, your audience, your judges lose that magical sense of suspended reality, like they're watching a movie and they're like, oh, that's right, this is a performance. No. Go for it. And they did. And I was so impressed. Even the word my students, to me, it sounds condescending. I know it's not meant that way, but they're not mine. That is all them. When they are on that comp floor, when they are on that show floor, they are themselves. They take lessons wherever they want. Sink or swim, I can do nothing. I'm at that stage helpless with the microphone, like, hope they do it. And guys, the music was so jacked up. I'm thinking to myself, as a professional championship level dancer, holy cow, how are they going to handle this? This is going to be a challenge. And they did it like rock stars. The second couple, oh my goodness gracious. Okay, speakers. massive feedback. So DJ ramps it down. Then they switch channel. Music cuts in and out. Then they cut back in. Then you can't hear it. They jack the volume back up. Zzz, blaring feedback, no music. They kept as cool as cucumbers. I don't even know how they did it. They stayed on time when the music was in and out. Every time the music, for a moment, would chime back in at the right ability to hear it. They were on time. They stayed on phrase. Oh my gosh, guys. Proud isn't the right word, although I do feel proud. I feel nothing more important than respect for them. So you know who you are. So when you teach someone, you do feel proud, but when you're out there, you're on your own. So all of these personality traits are going to help you out. So I look forward to seeing you first thing tomorrow morning for some more Things Ballroom Dance, guys.